Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So as you can see, we have had a nice little move up, and we are currently well in the mid range of the pretty much the midpoint of this higher range. So if you kind of split it up into four, we've got the halves and the quarters. So we're basically at the top quarter. Yeah, like I've said, I mean, there's nothing really stopping Bitcoin from this level. As soon as it was above this midpoint and looking strong, there's nothing really stopping it coming to tap basically 17k plus. So that realistically is what we've got to be watching out for. We're obviously in a zone with no real levels. We've not really traded up here for much point at all in Bitcoin's history, which is why we're going to get big ranges, big volatile moves. And yeah, it looks like we are on the rise, and we're going to play out some top half range here. If we go and have a look at some of our drivers of this market, you can see we have dropped out this rising wedge. We did try and hold it, as you can see, but it wasn't able to, and we dropped down. So realistically, the target of an ascending wedge is basically the bottom of the wedge, which is here, and that would put us on level with this recent low. And obviously we don't really believe in double bottoms or double tops, so if we get down to the projected target, maybe expect a little bit of a bounce, but the chances are we will lose that level. We will lose this level. Here's the next level, and then 88 is the next level after that, and 20k Bitcoin. But on the basis, I guess it's looking more realistic to you guys now, 20k Bitcoin if the dollar's down here, 20k plus Bitcoin, because realistically, in the process of moving that even just down to this recent low, we could definitely see, I think we will likely see Bitcoin over 17k, and then it's just a case of another 3k between here and here in the DXY. So you guys can probably see that 20k plus is guaranteed if the DXY gets down to here, as near as guaranteed in my mind as it could be, if not a lot higher, if not say 25k, 26k, who knows what it will be, but it will certainly be more than 20k in my mind. I will caveat that by in my mind, but yeah. So yeah, looking good for the breakdown of this formation. Obviously, it's Friday. We're going to have to see how the market digests risk today. Obviously, going into the weekend, it may actually trade a little bit sideways today, because I don't necessarily think people are going to want to put on more risk over the weekend and be locked in the trade. So we'll have to see how that goes. Stocks, as you can see, they are they've reclaimed that level. We could say take out this high, but we could just leave this line in and just aim for that line. Take out that high, and we'll obviously be looking very good again. We were looking a bit dicey, but this pump up here, and if we take out this level and get to trade and consolidate over here, we will be looking incredibly good again. Obviously, we are extended in this move up, and we can see how this chart likes to move. But this is a considerably higher high, and we have consolidated for a period of time at this high, longer than we did here, and clearly longer than we did there. So we are setting up for potential more upside here. Bitcoin dominance. How are you doing, sunshine? So as you can see, yeah, we obviously broke this trend line, and we have come to the absolute T pretty much. Well, not to the absolute tick, but yeah, we come and tested this downward sloping trend line as resistance. You guys that have been watching my videos recently, you know that I've been saying we are coming a confirmed high here. We can definitely trade some sideways, test back up before actually then trading below here and going bearish. We have had a strong move up. You don't expect it just to reverse on a dime and just come straight back down, which is basically what's happened. This is what you would expect to see if we are actually going to turn bearish and start a downtrend. Just consolidating, moving higher lows within this level, and then yeah, eventually taking out, well, basically making lower lows also, and then starting to accelerate to the downside. So this looks normal at the moment. Obviously, if we take out this high, move into here, it's not going to look good. It is not going to look good. And I mean, this is still a very long time frame descending broadening wedge, and they are bullish formations, and they have got quite high basically quite high statistical chances of breaking to the upside, and then decent moves to the upside. So we could be looking at an absolute wreckage of the alts, certainly in Satoshi value. That could coincide with obviously the dollar coming down, Bitcoin going to 20k plus, having some big wicks over 20k, and obviously that just wrecking Satoshi pairings. That could be what is being foretold here. But until that happens, obviously, well, we'll have to wait for the confirmations for that to happen, if that is indeed going to happen. Ethereum as well. Ethereum over here on the 4 hour. They're not sort with my charts this morning. Yeah, we've broken out, we're consolidating, so realistically we'd expect this to still play out and come and find its target. Maybe we are forming an ascending triangle, as you can see. I may draw that on. It's cluttering our charts up. We'll give it another day of price action. In fact, we will draw it on. We'll just draw it on. Forget it. We can do it. We can mess our chart up. Ascending triangle. After a move up, consolidating at the highs. It does have bullish connotations, to say the least. And also this actually has a projected move clearly higher than the move that we've got. It has a projected move of basically, just roughly speaking, up to about 560, but I delete that. But yeah, so just be aware of that. So yeah, Ethereum looking like it could be good, but this is the problem, guys. This Satoshi pairing is the problem. This just needs to go bullish and start to move up. We did have a nice move up. We held up. We made a higher high, and then we basically dropped. We have been caught at this level on a nice 4 hour 9. Can we get supported here, make our way back above here, make our way bullish, and that would be very healthy for alts in general, Bitcoin dominance down, and yeah, just crypto in general. So we've got to, well, keep our fingers crossed and hope that happens. But either way, just monitor it. Over to the stochastics. Finally, we'll look at the stochastics. Yeah, 4 hour moving up, looking a bit toppy. 10 hour has turned back over. 12 hour looks like it could hold up here, so that's not too bad. So I'd say 4 hour and 10 hour looking a bit toppy. But the rest of them, well, 3 days turned down. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of a mixed message of reads that is kind of telling me we're going to potentially trade sideways to higher, tap this 17k plus zone, trade sideways, and eventually turn down and test some downside. And again, that's what you guys know that I'm looking for anyway. So yeah, it is kind of looking like that based off the reads, based off the just based on how price action just moves. Generally, not just for Bitcoin, but just generally how price action on any asset will move. So yeah, that's what we're looking out for. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Watch out later for the update on the small altcoins, small cap altcoins, Uniswap gems, people like to call them, because a couple of those have had some nice pumps this morning. But yeah, watch out for that video later on today, and I will speak to you guys then and later on this evening also.